the men that so many females in the past have passed up are now finding love. They're finding happiness. They're finding peace. They are finding fulfillment. They are living a life of luxury and abundance and prosperity. And now the women, those same women that passed those guys up, are mad. See, the tables have turned. And unfortunately, they have turned out of favor with a lot of women. See, now you're starting to see more and more men, quote unquote, winning. Yeah. That's what we're starting to see. You're starting to see more and more men winning as it pertains to love, happiness, fulfillment, peace. You're starting to see that. See, in the past, a lot of women were able to have men stored away, but those men have removed themselves. They have removed themselves from those friend zones, from those backup plans. And we talk about it. We actually talk about it. They have removed themselves from those friend zones. And because you had so many females feeling like they would always have access to those men, or that there were always going to be more men out there available, right, in storage. So, for example, you had so many women like, oh, I'm not going to commit to him. I'm not going to go ahead and pursue him and see what he's about because he's going to always be there for me, and or there may be better out there for me. But a lot of those men that, again, these females have passed up, they were the best option, right? And so now you're starting to see those very men say, you know what, let me go and explore something else, and they're winning. They're winning in regards to relationships. They're winning in regards to love. They're winning in regards to finding their peace, their happiness. A lot of women are not. They are going and getting the very women that, again, are on the same accord, on the same page, they have the same values, and they're building with those women. No looking back. No looking back. They're no longer waiting around. All that time wasting is over with, right? Many women thought that men were going to always be so desperate for sex, for love, for a woman, marriage, family. They thought that they were all going to be so desperate. But desperation in regards to them. Now men are not wasting time with that. If you're not trying to do what I want you to do and be what I want you to be as a woman, I'll just move around. I'm not going to put myself on ice. I'm not going to allow you to put me on ice, right? So men are taking away their power. They're taking away the woman's power as far as letting her be able to dictate and control what happens next. Oh no, honey. If I'm going to be expected to do X, Y, and Z, then I need a woman that's going to put in X, Y, and Z. And if you're not ready and willing to do that, I'll move around to the woman that is. And that's exactly what men are doing. All right. Now you're seeing more and more of the time wasting women trying to get back in the good graces of those men that they passed up. Because again, those men are moving along. They're moving around. They're going and pursuing women that are showing improving, right? Very big on showing improving. Men are now very heavy on, I got to see what you're about. And that's a beautiful thing. It again, removes all of the time wasting, all of the stringing along, all of the hoping and wishing and praying, all of the just the antics and the manipulation and, you know, all of that. It removes that because you're starting to see more and more men remove themselves from equations to where it doesn't add up. It's not beneficial for me. Right? And these GMO pass me chicks, they can't take that. Because again, the leverage that I had was gone. The power that I had has been removed. And I'm starting to see, men give that to other women that may be in more of alignment with them. And that's also where you're starting to see more and more women go against certain women that are in alignment with men, because you're stealing my men away from me. You're taking my men away from me when I was supposed to always have access. But if I have women going against the grain and doing everything that a man is looking for her to do, that eliminates me, that weeds me out. And like I said, a lot of men are taking their power back, and they're saying, look, if it doesn't benefit me, if it's not conducive to my peace, my happiness, my fulfillment, my elevation, I don't want it. That creates a huge problem. Thank you so much, Sportsman. And who else was that? Thank you, TR baby. Sportsman says, speak your truth, Nika. You know I will. Y'all like the video, share the video, and subscribe. Okay, we can hit 200. All right. Thank you, Anthony, for becoming a channel member. And again, shout out to you, TR baby. But yeah, I'm gonna speak the truth. Y'all like the video. Men are removing a lot of the time wasting women. And you're starting to see men start to pursue those women that, again, are beneficial, that add on, that are ready and willing to put in put in the work, right? If you want me to do this, do that. These women aren't doing that. And these females that were ready and willing to waste your time by putting you on ice or trying to string you along and using you as a backup plan if all thus fails, those females have noticed that a lot of men are now going and pursuing women that are on code, on their level. And again, this is creating a divide between a lot of women because you're, again, taking away or stealing away my men. He's supposed to be in my friend zone. He's supposed to be waiting around on me. But by you giving him access and doing for him what he wants or desires from a woman, that eliminates me from the equation. And so you're starting to see more and more of the combative behavior amongst women, because women are like, well, damn, you're stealing away my backup plan. And it's just like, oh, well, too bad, so sad for you. But I want to take this dope discussion a little bit further. Yes, game changer. The sim supply. The sim supply is dry. Okay. Now, I already know and I understand that there may always be some simp lollipoppies, some sweet, easy licks, some suckers. It's going to always be that. But what we're starting to see more and more amongst men is that supply dwindling down. Men waking up to the foolishness and saying, let me remove myself. Why am I wasting my time here? This woman obviously is just playing games, or she's not trying to be exclusive with me. Let me go. You're starting to see more and more men do that. And that is sending these women that are, again, trying to waste your time into a frenzy and panic mode, and making them attack the women that are getting play. Because it's how dare you be the ideal woman and you're stealing away my sim supply, right? Or my access from men. Because let's not get it twisted, game changer. Down the line, a lot of these females start to realize that a lot of those guys that they had in the friend zone were not necessarily simps, but real good men that could have made great husbands, but because they were just trying to play games and string them along and milk them and take advantage, they missed out and they lost out, which is why, once again, you'll start to see a lot of those time-wasting chicks start to go after and talk bad about, the women that are doing right, because it's like, again, you're taking away my men. Simps or otherwise. Again, a lot of these women come to realize y'all were a really good catch. You were the best thing for them. You were the best option. I should have not wasted your time. I should have realized what I had when I had it. But by that time, it's already too late. You guys are overseas, or you're entertaining another woman right here at home, or you're single, or you're just not interested in her anymore, right? But what I really want to hit home with this dope discussion is the fact that a lot of these time-wasting females that thought that they would always have the access, they would always have the leverage, they would always have the one up, and they would always have a lot of these men in their friend zone, they're starting to see that not only do they no longer have access to a lot of these men, right? These stand-up men that, again, would make great husbands, great fathers, great significant others, great providers, great protectors, all of that, leaders, teachers. But now they're starting to see, bitch, I'm in the fucking friend zone. Whoopsie. And what makes it even worse, you guys, is that not only are they finding themselves to be in a friend zone, but the friend zone for them is way worse. Way worse. Y'all give us 210 likes. Way worse. And I really want to highlight how a lot of these men are winning and why a lot of these females are mad. And a lot of them are mad because the tables have not only reversed on their ass, but I'm in a worse off situation than a lot of the men that I tried to friend zone, that I tried to make weight around on me. And I'm starting to see a lot of those men that I friend zone outdoing me in life. They're winning in regards to love, relationships, their finances, business, that they're winning. I should have latched on while I still could. I should have pursued him. I should have taken him seriously while I had him. And now those men are leaving these females in the dust. There's no looking back. There's no, oh, well, yeah, I really wanted you anyway. So, I might as well just go ahead and see what you're about. No, bitch, you missed out. These men are realizing, bitch, you was wasting my time. That's disrespectful. Men are starting to put a lot more respect on their time, their respect, their love, their money, and they are not giving that away freely. You have to be deserving. This is why men are winning now, and a lot of females are mad because y'all have placed y'all eyes on the real prize. And the real prize is not only, first things first, your foundation, right? Your purpose, your business, your money, your finances, your assets. Not only that, but you place your eyes on the women that are complementary, that are beneficial, that are helpful, that are supportive to your life. And you're like, you know what? You're the real prize. A lot of these females over here saying, I'm the prize, I'm the prize, I'm the prize. And she ain't doing shit. She don't offer me anything. She doesn't do anything for me. So why am I wasting my time with her? Why am I waiting around on her to finally see my value, see my worth? When I can just go over here with this woman to where she already understands the assignment. She already sees my value and she's ready to go ahead and go. She's already ready. Y'all are doing that. Y'all are placing your eyes on the real prize, which are the women that are showing and proving their value to you. They know, okay, if I'm with this man, then I get to be this type of woman. They're showing you, look, baby, I'm this type of woman. And I see you this type of man. Let's come together. Let's do something. Y'all going over there and y'all are not looking back because what are you looking back to? What are you looking back for? They are mad about that because they're used to you guys looking back. Well, baby, but, and it's like, but what? I got nothing out of that. They were used to you guys being blinded by the pursuit of pussy. I'm gonna just keep it real. Keep it blunt. The pursuit of pussy was supposed to always keep you at bay. And y'all are not like, no. I need a woman that is already ready and willing to do what she needs to do. Not dangling, not stringing along, not playing mind games, not trying to wait it out to see what's better. No. If you like it, Put some submission on it, okay? Just like Beyonce said, if you like it, you should have put a ring on it. If you liked it, you should have put some motherfucking submission on it. And if you're not trying to do that, I ain't got time for it. This is the difference. We can hit 300. Y'all like the video? Share the video and subscribe. If you liked it, you should have put some submission on it, some respect on it, some appreciation on it, some reciprocation on it. If you liked it, because it's not even something that's memorable, right? So, for example, it would be something completely different if a lot of the men were dealing with women to where, you know, she was actually doing something. Maybe she wasn't trying to fully commit to it or fully hop in on it. Quincy, you laughing? I'm dead ass serious. Paris, you laughing? I'm dead ass serious. It's something completely different from, you know, her actually giving you things or doing things for you, and maybe her just not being fully ready to commit to you, you know, fully exclusively, right? To where you were able to see, oh, well, it's so worth the wait though, because look at what she's already doing. So I'm getting something out of it that I really like. And that's what's keeping me. I like this experience. I like what she's offering. I like what she's doing for me. Let me wait around. She's just not ready to commit. So let me just wait around until she's ready to commit though. Because she's doing things, she's just not exclusive. She's not trying to be tied down and exclusive. So let me wait on that. That's not even what's happening. These females are not giving you anything, but I'm just going to dangle the pursuit. I'm going to dangle my vagina and hope that that's enough. Which again is not memorable because you're not giving me anything to remember. You're not making any kind of great impact or impression upon me. So really it's like what I'm going back to the how pussy dangled. No thanks. I'll just go over here where I'm really getting some tangibles, you know, like, so it's a no-brainer. And they're mad about that. Extremely mad about that. Because you already know a lot of these females like to do nothing at all but receive the most, right? So the mere fact alone that you're now asking for and looking for, demanding for a woman to show improve before you waste any time, give any money, that's a problem. Which is once again why a lot of those females are mad at the women that are doing what they need to do, because again, like Game Changer said, the simp supply is dwindling because you bitches trying to act right. The fuck? So you got that going on, which is why they're mad. But in addition to that, like I just said earlier, a lot of them are finding themselves in the friend zone, and that friend zone is actually worse. And we're going to call that friend zone the bin zone. Oh. Let me sip my greens. Let me sip my greens. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Y'all give us 312 likes. Thank you, Charlie. The Pew Research Center released a report finding that 25% of Black male newlyweds in 2013 married non-Black women, and it's only gotten worse. Yikes. What is this, sis? Hold on. I'm going to explain what the bin zone is, baby. Give me a second. You bear with your little bit, sister. Give me a second. Thank you, Charles. It says, I just want to say keep shining like Christmas tree lights. Tune out the haters like Biggie and more money, more problems. Like Biggie said, more money, more problems. You're doing very well for yourself. I have been watching your videos for over a year. Shout out to you. I appreciate you, Charles. You know, earlier we just have to get some things straightened out. That's it. And again, thank you, Sportsman. Let me say this. A lot of females are not only finding themselves in the friend zone, but they're bin zone. Oh. That's worse. That's worse. See, the bin zone is a zone that no woman truly wants to be in. Hey, Miss Kendra. The bend zone is a zone that no woman truly wants to be in. It's worse than the motherfucking friend zone. Because now I am finding myself surrounded by males, men, savages that solely and only want to bend that ass over. No commitment, no love, no support, no respect, no exclusivity. No. Bend that ass. That's it. The bend zone. Thank you. Hold on, Big Bully. Thank you, Israel. The bend zone is worse than the motherfucking friend zone. A lot of the females are finding themselves in the bend zone. Look, baby, I'm not into all of that. Yeah, all that commitment shit, that's not for me. See, the men that they were trying to save for later and put in the friend zone, those were the men that desired marriage. Those were the men that desired commitment. Those were the men that desired to be fathers. That desired relationships. Those were the men. But now those men are picking their shit up and going because they realize I'm wasting my time. So now what you're starting to see is women only being left with the men that just want to bend. Okay? The men that just want to bend the rules, bend that ass over, bend out of Dodge. I don't want you like that. I don't see you like that, sweetheart. That's not what I'm into. I'm not into the whole commitment shit. I'm not into the whole, settling down. Like, I'm trying to live my life, sweetheart. You're hitting it with the sweetheart. Yeah, that's it. Bend that ass over so I can see that sweetheart shape. That's it. Other than that, no thanks. And that's worse. This is why you're starting to see females becoming more and more upset at those men for moving on, right? When it comes to men going overseas, when it comes to men settling down with other women, other cultures, the whole nine, you're starting to see them being extremely upset because they realize they really fucked up. All I'm being presented with now is bend zone men. Bend over, give me some head. Bend over, give me that ass. Bend over, make it clap. Like, that's it. That's all I'm interested in. And that's worse than the friend zone. That's worse than the friend zone, especially as a woman, because we do desire to be desired outside of just sex. We want men to actually love us and honor us and respect us. We want men to be exclusive with us. And if a man is not ready and willing to do that, that hurts. That's painful, especially when you reach a particular age. Let's get into it. Y'all laughing. I'm dead ass serious, RC. Jessica, stop. Hold on. Israel says, you're very knowledgeable when it comes to dating. You should think about doing meet and greet podcasts and set up live dating events. I definitely support. Oh, we're going to get into it, Israel. Just give me a second. Give me a second. I'm definitely looking into doing that next year, maybe in the springtime. Definitely. We will be setting up some events. Don't get it twisted. Give me a second, baby. Give me a second. But I appreciate you, Israel. And shout out to you for being a channel member. Look, y'all, that B's on something serious. Now you backshot Bree, Yeah. That's it. Make it clap. Just make it clap, baby. All of this love and relationships, settling down shit, get the fuck out of here with that. You bitches ain't loyal. Y'all ain't worth that. Hold on. You ain't worth that, baby. Especially once you hit a particular age. And unfortunately, when it comes to a lot of women, we hit that bend zone area when we are older, because while we're younger, we feel like we'll always have time, right? Well, I'll always have time, and I'll always be fine, and I'll always have this, and I'll always have that. We really do believe that. We really do think that. And so that's why it's important for me to speak up about this, because I was the woman, I was the young lady So where I knew right away I had a good thing, right? When I met my husband, I was 21. I'm like, oh, this is a good ass man. I like this. He's masculine. He's knowledgeable. He's respectable. He's respectful. He's chocolate and sexy. Like, oh yeah, I want that. Yeah, disciplined. I love that about my husband. Self-taught, self-made. I love that. I saw that right away. I was 21. Do you think I was like, oh, let me put him in the friend zone? Fuck no. What do I need to do to qualify myself for him? That's the type of time we need to be on as women. We need to be seeing what man would make a good man to be with, and then trying to qualify ourselves to be with him. We don't try to do that. A lot of us are so ego-based and selfish and all about getting to the next best thing, to where we will, say, well, yeah, I like that. He has great qualities, and yeah, I can use that, but not right now because, it may be something better out there. And not right now because I'm still young. And not right now because I'm this and I got that. And I'm a bad bitch. And I ain't got time for no relationship. And I ain't got time for that. And I ain't got time for this. And before you know it, that man is out of there. That man is gone. You have got to be able to scope out a good thing when you have it, and try to, again, qualify yourself for it while you have it. Because what we fail to realize is a lot of the men that we try to friend zone and save for later, they actually have options. And the reason why they have options is because these are the type of men that have a lot to offer. Right? Again, and you have to go based upon the action though as well. Right? So when me and my husband were 21, although we were still very young, that's very young, right? And we don't have much established whatsoever. But I was seeing what that young man was doing with what he had. And I already knew, based upon his work ethic, based upon his mindset, based upon the things that he was disciplined and training himself to do, I already knew that once he got it, he was going to have it and he was going to be gone with it. So I really was like, I want that, right? So we got to pay attention to the ways and actions. This is why I'm very heavy on showing and improving, men and women, because you have to be with a man that is also going to show you that he's about what he's talking about. Thank you, Mr. Maurice. I'm getting my passport real soon. Damn, another one? Are they running out of motherfucking passports at this point? Are there any more motherfucking passports left? Let me sip my greens, y'all. Hold on. I don't know if there's any more passports left, y'all. Y'all have got to chill. Lord, Tokyo says when they were young, they were in bend zone. After they hit the wall, they are in the bend zone. The been there, done that zone. The bend zone. I see what you did there, Tokyo. I said, I see what you did there, Tokyo traveler. But what's worse, look, Tokyo. Hey, yo, Tokyo. That bends on something fierce, though. Let me tell you. Let me tell you something, Tokyo. That bends on something fierce. But unfortunately, a lot of us, we really don't try to home in on the men that are doing what they're needing to be doing. We try to, again, feel like, oh, okay, well, he'll be around and I can save him for later and somebody else better will come along and I'll have access and I'll always be this and I'll always be that. So it'll always be there, and it's not. But check this out, Tokyo. That bend zone, that shatters. See, we don't want to go after the men that are showing improving early, right? The men that are self-disciplined, the men that are not out in the streets, the men that are ambitious, the men that are intelligent, the men that are studious. We don't want to go after those men. They're boring to us. And I can't even just say while we're young. Thank you, Mark. I can't even just say while we're young, they're boring to us, because I see some overgrown ass females like, oh, that's so boring. He don't want to go out, and he don't want to be in the streets, and he don't want to drink, and he don't want to smoke, and he don't want to party. Early on, I was 21 years old when I met my husband. I said, oh yeah, this mine right here. He was self-disciplined, self-motivated. He was very intelligent, very wise. Love that about him. Had a banging ass body. Oh my God, that chocolate. That chocolate got me, y'all. The chocolate got me. Okay. But he had so many great attributes. And I was like, oh yeah, I want this. I need this. What do I have to do to qualify? Now, granted, I had a lot of work to do. A lot of things I had to learn and relearn and unlearn. But it was worth it because of the man. And see, so many of us women, we don't want to put our egos to the side and say, okay, well, let me qualify myself. Instead, we want to say, well, I'm the prize, and so he needs to take me as I am, and he should be so lucky to be with me. And no, baby, no, baby, no, baby, no. You have to qualify. If you like it, put some respect on it, put some submission on it, put some love on it. Put some good loving on it, okay? You got to do all of that. But we don't want to do that, especially while we're younger. I'm going to say especially while we're younger, because I'm going to be honest. I see overgrown females like, I'm not doing that for no man. The fuck, he needs to qualify himself for me, the fuck. And it's like, no, ma'am, because you don't have, what is he qualifying for? What does he get out of you besides a headache and dangling of vagina? Exactly. So we have to get in the mode of doing that before we end up in the bend zone. Now, let me go into this a little bit more. Let me go into the bend zone a little bit more. And I love what Tokyo Traveler did there. I love that, because I'm going to use that. Thank you, Mark. Let's go here for a second. Thank you, Charlie. The bend zone, you 100. Women have been bending rules for alphas and making rules for betas all along. And now men have set up a bend zone. Hold on. Oh, baby. Yeah. Give me a second. Give me a second. Thank you, Tokyo, again. I think I read that already. But I do want to do something with that, Tokyo, because I think that's very clever of you. Especially, all of it is clever. I love all of it. But that bend zone too, the BIN zone, I like that too. And unfortunately, a lot of women end up there, which is again why a lot of men are winning and females are mad. The tables have turned, baby. Thank you, Ring Ram 305. In 2015, I was once told me making six figures and being a pilot was not enough. In Miami, chorus, go figure. Oh, baby, I know she's crying now. But hear me out. Because I'm pretty sure that female is now in the bend zone and the bend zone. I love what Tokyo did. Hold on. Ho. We can hit 600. Y'all like the video, share the video, and subscribe. See, the bend zone is worse, you guys. Because once you get of a certain age, you want something a little bit more substantial. You want something a lot more fulfilling, a lot more purposeful, a lot more meaningful outside of just bending that ass over, right? You do that when you're young. And again, like, I would not encourage you to do that at all. Like, nobody should be out here giving their vagina up loosely. I'm not for that. I've never been that type of chick. And I really do feel like had I been that type of chick, I wouldn't have met the man that I'm so in love with today. I wouldn't have been with my husband because I've been out in these streets. And no man that is of real significant value or means wants to be associated or affiliated with a female that everybody has been through. So you really think wisely, ladies, when you're out here just giving up the cooch, feeling like, oh, let me just go ahead and bend this over because he got a nice car, and then bend this over because he's sexy. Let me bend this over because he got a little change. Let me bend this. No, don't do that, because when you do that, you actually take away a lot of your options as far as the men that you really need in life. I highly doubt that Eric Bell, being a man that, again, is about his business, a man that is very disciplined and driven and all of that, I doubt that he would want to be associated with a female that was like that. And so I'm very grateful that I conducted myself in a particular way to have that type of man available to me. So be mindful of that. But when you're young, I understand a lot of y'all feel like it's okay for you to be out here in the streets. It's okay to get bent over while you're young, get it out your system, see what you like, have fun, have experiences, so on and so forth. But once you get older and that shit is played out and it's tired and it's through, you want something a lot more fulfilling, a lot more sustainable and maintainable, and you want somebody that loves you, right? This is why the bend zone is worse, because I already did that back when I was younger. Now I want love, I want stability, I want security, I want commitment. But all I'm getting met with is the same type of niggas that just want to hit, like when I was 17 and when I was 21. And I'm done with that life. I don't want that anymore. I don't want a man that is all about having fun. I don't want to be a fun girl, right? A lot of these females end up being the fun girl. The bend zone is reserved for fun girls. Again, this is worse than the friend zone, because again, all I see you as is a female that I can bend over, get my rocks off, and go home. Not building a home, not trying to provide for, not trying to protect, not trying to start a family, not be settled down with. I just need a nut. That's the worst thing ever for a woman, especially of a particular age, because I need something more. And what makes the bend zone even worse is that a lot of these females, once they reach that level, since all they're being met with is a bunch of men that really don't value relationships, don't really value commitment, and so on and so forth, they'll try to use sex to have these men want to go to the next level and want to commit to them. And again, these men already have their minds made up. They've already categorized her. They already see her as the fun girl. Baby, I don't see you as you're not wifey. I'm sorry. And unfortunately, with a lot of these guys, no woman is wifey. Hold on. Thank you, Travel Dazzle. I'll read that in a second. A lot of these guys that these females are meeting, they don't value relationships whatsoever. It doesn't matter how good of a woman you are. It doesn't matter how much of a feminine, nurturing wifey material. I don't desire. I'm sorry, baby. I'm not set up that way. These men have maybe been scarred in the past by a bunch of thought cakes, to where it's like, oh yeah, these bitches ain't shit. Learn my lesson with them. Now I'm just focused on getting to my bag and having fun. Again, fun girl. You're a fun girl. That's all. No woman, I don't care how good she is, how well she presents. I don't want any relationship. And those are the type of men that a lot of these females are being presented with. And so since all they want to use me for is sex, how about I use sex to try to get him to want to commit to me even more? This is where this gets very dangerous. We can hit 600. Y'all give us 563 likes. $573. The reason why the binge becomes extremely dangerous, especially once you hit a particular age, is because you want more out of life. You're looking back, or you're looking around, and you're saying, "I'm not where I need to be. I'm not where I should be. I need something a lot more stable." As women, I don't care if she's a genetically modified modern day female or a real woman, an authentic woman. It's in our nature to have stability and security. We can try to run from it for a while, right? For a while, we can try to run from it and say, no, I'm out here. Fuck that. I don't want no man. I don't need no man. City girls, yeah, we winning. We get into the bag. We don't need no man. We don't want no man. I'm perfectly fine by myself. Thank you, Terrence. I'll read that in a second too. I'm good by myself. I like being single. I don't want to be tied down. That don't benefit me. That ain't this. That ain't that. That's for the man anyway. I ain't got time to be catering to no man. But baby, one thing about our nature, baby, it's undefeated. So you may run from it and escape it for a while, but it eventually comes a knocking. And when it does, ooh, baby, it's rattling. And while I was young, I thought that's what I wanted. I thought I was cool with that life. But my nature, I can't escape. Oh, no. I need stability. I need security. I need structure. I need predictability. I need to know what my day is going to look like coming and going, in and out. I need to know, I need a routine, right? I need a system. And I can't have that or establish that just being somebody to knock down. I can't do that in the bin zone. And since I no longer have access to the men that could maybe provide me with that stability, that security, the men that were really about commitment, since I no longer have access to those men, which really makes me angry, let me just see what I can do with what I got. So I know a lot of the men that I'm presented with just want to fuck. But there's one that maybe I like the best, right? Because again, they're still settling, you guys. They're still settling. See, the irony to it all is they go their whole lives talking about, I'm not settling. It's more out there. Let me put you on ice and put you on hold because there's something better out there. Oh, no, I'm not going to settle for you. I can find something better. Oh, no, I'm not settling for that. I can find something better. Oh, I'm not settling. I'm not settling. And they do it so long to where they have to settle. That's the kicker to it all, baby. You need to just realize you got a good thing and see what it do. But we don't do that. And the thing is, we talk about we don't want to settle for dumb shit. Our girl, I don't like his car. I'm not settling for that. Bitch, he ain't gonna have a car forever. He can upgrade. But what is his character? What is he about? What is he doing? What is he displaying? What is he showing and proving to you? That's what matters. That kind of shit is temporary. Oh, girl, I'm not settling because I don't like his hairstyle. Oh, I'm not settling, girl. He too short. I'm not settling for no short man. I'm not settling for no man, bitch. And the whole time, she a whole motherfucking settle. Everything about her is a settle, but she ain't settling. And then end up having to settle any damn way. Not realizing that she had a blessing right there. Somehow she was settling. But hey, that's what we do. Let me tell y'all something. I would be fucked up to this day if I would have said, I ain't settling for Eric. He too short. Hell no. I said, that's a good ass man. Let me put some respect on it. Let me put some love on it. Let me put some submission on it. Let me put all of that. We gonna put it all on there. Do y'all know how many females are messed up to this day because they ain't settling because somebody wasn't tall enough, or somebody didn't drive a particular car, or she didn't like somebody's hairstyle or his shoes. Just dumb shit. And then the irony. Oh, baby. Now you having to settle in, you got to settle between men that don't even want your ass. Because you in the bin zone. So now you're having to try to make it do what it do with what you got. Well, he's the best Ray Ray. So let me see, if I can get him to change. Y'all heard this before. Hold on. Terenzo says one simply doesn't get a behavior out of their DNA when they're old by putting it into their DNA when young. That's 304 behavior, or one was born a 304. Lord have mercy. There go Terenzo with dropping the mics and bombs. Hold on. Thank you, Travel Dazzle. What's good? Great job being real and putting out real stuff as always. I landed in Istanbul, Turkey today. Another one. Watching from around the world. Yeah, we universal now, y'all. Look, hold on. Everybody on my platform and got a passport and moved overseas and shit. So I can officially say this. I'm universal. We are universal in this mother. Like, we are over the globe. We are officially all over the globe by default because everybody that was here moved abroad. So we universal. Crown Head Nation, we universal. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. What the hell? Y'all, can y'all hear me? I don't know what just happened, but I apologize. I didn't leave, y'all. I apologize. Can y'all hear me? Okay, so they can. Y'all, I don't know what the hell just happened. But we back. Hold on. Let me turn this up. Okay. I think we good now. All right. Let me get my lighting right. Okay. My bad, y'all. But yeah, we back. We back. Okay, my bad, y'all. My thing had went dark, and I'm like, hold on, that ain't right. Did my charger, but okay, whatever. I wanted to hit on the fact that a lot of the times you end up settling anyway. So now you're in this position to where you're having to choose from the bin, right? The bin. Again, shout out to Tokyo Traveler. I like what you did. Now you're in this bin zone. And when we talk about the bin, we're talking about the trash. I'm having to go through the trash and see what can I make the best out of. You know, what piece of trash can I make the best out of? And so, since you're in this bend zone to where everybody just wants to bend you over and fuck, now you're having to choose through the trash. So now you're like, oh, well, he's the best Ray Ray, right? He's not a Raymond, right? But he's a Ray Ray, you know. He's an upgrade from the Pookie, so he the best one that just want to bend my ass over. So now let me use the only thing that I really am able to have leverage with on these men or this man that is the best Ray Ray out of the bunch. So let's give the example. Let's paint the picture. I had Raymond, not Ray Ray. I had Raymond in the friend zone for years. I know that Raymond wanted a relationship. I know that he valued me. He respected me. I know that he really wanted me. He desired commitment. I know that. I know that based upon the things that he was ready and willing to do for me. Whenever I needed him, he was there. Whenever I was going through something, he helped me out. Raymond even let me know, baby, whenever you need it, I got it. I'm here for you when you need. You need a shoulder to cry on. Raymond is there. Raymond did that for years. Until Raymond figured out, hold on, y'all, I didn't mess up my damn. Until Raymond figured out, this is not going anywhere. Okay, there it goes. This is not going anywhere. She really doesn't want me. She's really not trying to take this to the next level. She's not really taking me seriously. I'm feeling used. I'm feeling like I'm only here to help her out when she needs me at her convenience. There is nothing about this dynamic that is remotely reciprocal. There's nothing about this that is beneficial to me. I really do feel used. And before you know it, Raymond bows out. After years, you know, he been waiting, but something else came along. Raymond realized, damn, I'm wasting my time with her. And I got this girl right here that's like, look, baby, I'm ready. Damn, let me go see what she's about. So Raymond goes to see what she's about. Ends up being a success. Raymond ends up getting married, living his best life with his new woman. That's what Raymond does. But now I'm still here by myself with nobody looking out for me. I thought that Raymond would always be here, or I would find a better Raymond. Years have gone by though, and I have yet to replace Raymond. I have yet to find another friend zone Raymond. What the fuck? Then I look around and I see Raymond thriving with his new woman. Raymond is thriving with his new woman. I'm jealous. This is why they mad. I see Raymond over there winning like a motherfucker. I'm mad. Big mad. Put a cape on me. Super mad. And what makes it worse is Raymond not even looking back. But I am surrounded with a bunch of Pookies and Ray Rays. All they want to do is fuck, take my money, take advantage, use me for my car, a place to stay, some ramen noodles. What the fuck? And then before you know it, you're realizing that maybe, just maybe, y'all laughing, I'm so serious. Maybe, just maybe, my luck has run out. Maybe I'm not hitting like I used to hit. Maybe I'm not hot like I used to be hot. What the fuck is going on here? Why is it that everywhere I go, every man I run into, they're constantly hit me with the oh baby, I ain't into all of that. Oh baby, I ain't looking for nothing serious. Oh baby, I'm just trying to live my life. I thought we were just kicking it. I thought we were on the same page. I thought. What's up? No man is really hitting on what Raymond was hitting on. No man is really ready to do what Raymond was ready to do. I can't call these men up and say, can you help me? I can't call these men up, and say, that I need something. No, they're like, call me when you need me to bend that ass. Nothing more, nothing less, baby. Welcome to the bend zone. Hit me up when you want me to bend that ass. That's it. You call him up. He like, oh dang, that's fucked up. There's no offering of help. Thank you, son. One episode of the Jeffersons, his childhood friend who friend zoned him came back to kill him because she blamed him for all her bad decisions. Girl, get the fuck out of here. We make our own decisions in life. Can't blame it on the men. You cannot blame it on the men when you've been wasting time. That's the type of shit women will do. Females will do. It's the difference. Not women. Women, we don't do this. This is what females do, though. Yeah, baby. Right. You won't believe what happened to me. What happened? Well, I was just a little bit behind on my rent because, I had to replace all my tires and get them rotated. And, I had to go get my oil changed. And that really set me back. Ray hit you with the, oh, yeah? Yeah. Dang. So what you gonna do? Ray hit you with the dang. So what you gonna do? No, what you thought this was? So now you can't pay your rent though? Nah, like all my money had went to my car and everything, and that just really set me back. Ray be like, damn, ooh, straight. Ray hit you with that straight. So you ain't got no family to come through it, and your family ain't gonna. Ray gonna beat around every bush. But you ain't got no friends though. But dang, man. Ray hit you with the. I remember when my car was tripping too. Ray got his own problem. I remember my car was tripping too. I just had to go ahead and sell that motherfucker because it was gonna cost me way more to fix it. Than to just sell it. So. Ray is absolutely no motherfucking help. This is not Raymond. This is Ray. Ray hit you with the but when you wanna link up though, nigga, I ain't got no car. You ain't got no car. So when you wanna link though, that's all Ray got for you when you wanna link though. What the fuck? Now you crying. Now you sad. Then I fucked up. I should have stuck with Raymond. But Raymond over there living his best life. Raymond over there living his motherfucking best life with a new chick. And you right, son. A lot of them females will start to blame it on you because you left. What, bitch? It's my fault that you ain't shit and you like no good ass niggas and you feel like you can replace me and do better and string me along forever. It's my fault. Yeah, because if you was a real man, you would understand that I was a real woman and you would have just been there for me through thick and thin no matter what. Yeah, I just wasn't ready to settle down. But I ain't had time for all of that because it's your fault because you should have stuck around. You should have understood what I was going through. You should have understood that I was weighing my options, bitch. You should have understood. And Raven like, bitch, get the fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Gross, nasty. Get that gross, nasty shit on. And she just got to sit there and eat it. Because Ray hit you with the when we gonna link though. After you just vented your whole damn life story, he like, oh yeah, that's fucked up. But when we gonna link though? Because you're in the bend zone. The fuck? And every guy that you call gonna get you with that same motherfucking treatment. The same one. Oh, let me call Pookie then. Right on some bullshit. Hello. Hey Pookie. You won't believe what had happened to me. Man, I ain't got time for this shorty. Like, for real. I got my own motherfucking problems. Please don't call my line with this bullshit. Click. Pookie! Pookie! What the fuck? Pookie ain't got time. Shawty, don't even hit me with this bullshit, man. I got my own problems. I don't need all of this. What you calling me for? What I'm gonna do? How I'm gonna help? What you calling me for? We ain't this ain't that. Like, come on now. We just been kicking it. We ain't got time for all. Come on, man. You know what this is. Don't hit my line for that. Come on, man. You already know. Y'all know. Pookie, you're in the bend zone. So now, hold on. They're outcasted. Hold on. Yeah, Pookie ain't got time for this shit at all. Pookie broke too. Man, dial tone. No, no, this real talk. And before you know it, oh my God, every nigga ain't shit. All y'all niggas ain't shit. All y'all trash. Swinging in the air and shit because you see Raymond over there with his new bitch and shit. So now you have no choice but to choose from what you got. Now you have no choice but to choose from what you got. Do I want to go with Ray, or do I want to go with Pookie? Pookie ain't even trying to help me at all. Pookie hung up on my ass. Oh my God. But he don't have no problem bending his ass over though. He ain't got no problem with that, but he can't help me with my situation. Yo. But he can't help me with my situation. Like, I can't believe this nigga just hung up on me after we done had so many romantic nights, so much intimacy, and you mean to tell me you can't give me a few dollars? And I told you, like, nigga, it's up to you. I'll be on the streets. What the fuck? Like, so I'm good enough to fuck, but I ain't good enough to cuff. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this, Pookie? Are you serious? It's about your problems. What about my problems? It's been plenty of time I came through and helped you out, Pookie. Let me chill. But that's what they do. So now you having to choose between Pookie and Ray Ray. Now Ray at least entertain your problems. You know, hit you with a dang, that's fucked up, shorty. I remember when I went like he at least did that. So now you feel like, well, since I don't have many good options to choose from, let me just go ahead and try to use what I got to get what I want. Maybe if I put it on Ray good enough, I can turn him into a king. I can turn him into a husband. I can turn him into a boyfriend. I can turn him into a provider. I can turn him into a protector. I can turn him into a leader. Like, if I just put that wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, body slam on his hands, he gonna have no choice but to change. And this is why that bends on is worse. Donovan, chill. This is why that bends on is worse, because you end up selling your soul behind this shit. Hear me out, y'all. We can hit 700. Y'all like the video, share the video, and subscribe. I appreciate y'all. Hold on, Tommy. Damn skits, big bully. Hold on. I'm a chill though. I'm a chill. Don't be surprised you see a little bit on the big screen. Don't be surprised you see a little bit on the big screen while y'all are laughing and shit. Listen, Linda. I can't believe he did that shit to me. I can't believe that shit. So now all you have to do, or all you have to choose from, is no good ass ninjas, right? But Ray, I guess he's the best option. So let me just use sex, since I'm in the bend zone, to get in the end zone, right? You call Ray up. And Ray, he ain't gonna help you with it. Look, he not gonna find a way to help you, but he will find a way to get to that ass. Oh, facts. So you call Ray Ray up and he there. He there when you need him, baby. With that loving that is. You know, you need that, we need that love, and he gonna be right there, L Toner. Every time. Every motherfucking time. Yeah, baby, you want that Benz on? I'm on my way. He ain't got no car. He can't help you get a ride. But when it's time for that Benz on, I'm on my way. Nigga, how? What the fuck? When you got some keys? He gonna find a way to that ass. But since I'm seeing that he has the potential to find a way, right? That must be a good sign, right? See, Ray Ray can't help me out how I need him to. He can't. He can't. Ray Ray cannot help me out how I need him to. However, the potential that I'm going off of is his ability to find a way to get to my ass. That has got to mean something. That has got to count for something. So if he can use that same potential to go into a business or to find his passion or his purpose, I just know I can make Ray Ray into a Raymond. I can make Ray Ray into a husband, into a king. Amen. Because after all, Ray Ray knows how to find a way to that ass, baby. So Ray Ray must be the best option. And then before you know it, you want to put that wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, body slam in his hands. Right? I'm talking about you pull out all the tricks, baby. All of them. The tongue twister, the hip twister, the lip twister, everything, baby. You pull it all out. Literally and figuratively, you pull it all out. And Ray Ray still ain't changing though. Ray Ray still on. Oh my God. How the fuck long I gotta wait for this nigga to change into my motherfucking Prince Charming? I done kissed the motherfucking frog, Ray Ray. I said, I done kissed the damn frog, Ray Ray. Why you ain't the prince? The fuck? I gave you everything, Ray Ray. I gave you my car, my money, my tax return. Like, what the fuck, Ray Ray? And you still ain't changed to no man? And guess what I see? I see Raymond over there living effortlessly, bitch. And that's pissing me off. I see Raymond over there winning. That's pissing me off because I'm up here struggling. And deep down in my mind, in my body, in my soul, I know that bitch should have been me. That bitch that's over there with Raymond, all comfortable and stable, that should have been me. Because Raymond was waiting around on me. Raymond was coming through for me. That was my husband, bitch. And now, you mean to tell me he don't want me? I done sold my soul trying to change Ray Ray. After every session, Ray Ray hit me with that, oh, so I gotta make these runs though. Nigga, what runs? You ain't got no job, Ray Ray. So where you really going? Be real with me. Where you really going, Ray Ray? Because you ain't had no job this whole time. I've been sponsoring you. So where you going, Ray Ray? Man, come on, man. Come on. Come on. We had an arrangement. Like, don't even, why you pressuring me? Like, why you pressing me? Like, this ain't that. Like, come on, we ain't never been like that. So don't do that. Don't do that. But Ray Ray, I done hit you with that wham bam body slam, thank you, ma'am, on your hands, and you gonna really get up and leave? You're supposed to be changing. You're supposed to be paying me back for all the time I invested into you, Ray Ray. What you mean? What you mean? What you mean? Why aren't you turning into Raymond? Don't you see Raymond over there? He over there winning. But you want to be Ray Ray your whole motherfucking life. You don't want to ever blossom, do you, Ray Ray? Man, what you comparing me to the next motherfucker for, man? Come on, man. This ain't even... No, we ain't got time for this, Ray Ray. And that, do you know how much you sell your soul? And on top of that, y'all, hear me out. Hear me out. Do you know how many Ray Rays there are? Because Once you do that, yeah, Mona, that wham bam body slam. Oh, oh, yeah, very much so, Asia. The bone and get gone. Very much so. Oh, oh, oh. Let me relax. Like, yeah, don't be surprised you see me on power. No, don't be surprised. Hold on, hold on. You try so hard to make Ray Ray turn into Raymond by putting that wham bam thank you man body slam on your hands. I'm talking popping on the handstand for that day. You did all of that trying to make Ray Ray be a man, and it did not work. And it actually ends up backfiring and pushing him away. This is why it's worse. This is why the friend zone for women, especially at a particular age, is worse. Because a lot of those men don't even want you like that. It's like, but you just something to hit. Like the fuck? You're not a good long-term investment. Like you're gonna be short-lived because you don't even have a lot left to like. Come on, let me stop. Let me just stop. Let me stop right there. That can be. That's I know that's a harsh reality, but that's a reality. A lot of men, once you get to a particular age, and you're really not about anything, it's like why even commit to it? Like it's not even going to be long lasting. Like it's going to take more to try to get you to be molded into what I want you to be versus if you were younger, maybe you would have learned my ways earlier. So you'll know how to treat me, what to do for me, how to adapt to me because you'll already know it'll already be instilled and ingrained into you as far as how I need to be treated as a man. Versus when you're kind of older, it's like you're probably already set in your ways, not really a great investment. Unfortunately, that's how a lot of men can view you. Pookies and Ray Rays included. Like, this, you just something I was just trying to kick it. That's it. And that can be very heartbreaking. And since you don't really have a lot to choose from, the best that you can do is try to pick the best out of the bin. Shout out to Tokyo Traveler. And see, if you can turn them into men. And it backfires because they feel like you're trying to do too much. Like, bitch, it was never that. So what are you trying to do? You already knew it was just kicking it. You already knew I was just bending that ass over. So what's all this commitment talk? What's all this relationship shit? Like, come on, get out of there. Get out of there. We're not even on that type of time. But because again, our nature starts to kick in as women. Thank you, MGTOW. Thank you, Frederick. I'll read all that in a second. Because our nature starts to kick in, especially as we get older, as women looking for more stability, more security, the pressure is on. Like, we really want to make it work by any means necessary. Even if I have to settle with a Ray Ray or a Pookie who are no good ass dude. The men can straight up and down let me know. And y'all see this all the time. Men can straight up and down let you know, I'm not looking for that. Are you into having friends with benefits? Do you just want to kick it? Because I'm really not even interested into a relationship. Like, we can just kick it. And initially the women will be like, okay, that's cool. We can just kick it. But again, that nature, it's going to always kick in. And before you know it, she's looking for something more than just kicking it and friends with benefits. But that's what it started on. So why are you trying to switch it up? You know what I'm saying? And it backfires, and it can be very heartbreaking because you feel like, well, my time is running out. My luck has ran out, obviously, because I don't have a lot of the good men to choose from. And so, I just got to try to make this work. And so you go to Ray Ray thinking that he's the best option out the trash bin, trying to make him be a man, thinking that vagina that you've been dangling over Raymond's head all this time was going to do something. And it was like, nah. Fuck, I'm going to commit to it if I'm getting it for free anyway. And then on top of that, you really ain't got much to offer me, sweetie. Like, I'm sorry. Why commit to something that I'm getting for free? You know what I'm saying? With no strings attached, no commitment. Like, why would I do that? Why would I trade that in? And then again, it backfires. And then the men start to feel very pressured. You start to feel like you're trying to change him and switch things up. And before you know it, you run him off. Now you got to start it all over again. But mind you, you only have a bunch of Pookies and Ray Rays to choose from. And they're all telling you the same thing. They're all telling you, baby, this is not that. I'm not really into the whole commitment thing, settling down, marriage, family. I'm good on that. And a lot of them have already been there, done that too. I already played that game. I'm done with that. I'm just, trying to kick it. But again, our nature is telling us, bitch, I don't want to kick it. Even if I initially agree to that, I don't really mean it. A lot of them don't really mean it. They feel like they can change you. And I can do that with my pussy. You just ain't never had me before. I'll change that. And it doesn't. And that is very hurtful. That can be very hurtful for a woman to where it's like, damn, my pussy wasn't that good. Like, the hell was it not hidden? Like, what the fuck? Why is he not changing? Why is he not trying to give me the commitment? Like, I put out everything. I put out all my tricks. But why is it not working? And again, that could be very shattering to the ego, to everything as a woman. And you can start to really see that it may be too late for me. It may be too late. Maybe it's too late for me. Maybe I really fucked up, and a lot of us did. A lot of the men that we were supposed to be with, that would have been great husbands, they're already gone. You had him in the friend zone too long. You had him in the freezer too long, sis. He thawed himself out and went on somewhere else where it was sunshine. And now you're in the bin zone, and you can't blame anybody but yourself. A lot of us, we do this to ourselves. And it's very frustrating because time after time, and this is how you start to see a lot of those females become run throughs, right? Oh, she a hoe. She for the street. She is. She that. Yeah, but the reason why she's doing that is because she's trying to change these men by way of the only thing that they're really pursuing her for, which is her sex. So to the naked eye, it can look like, oh, she a run through and she easy and she that. No, y'all don't understand her desperation. She's desperate for love. She's desperate for stability and security. And so what I'm doing is I'm having sex with these men as a gateway to get them to commitment. Y'all don't know that. Y'all don't see that. All you see is a hoe. Right? And again, rightfully so, like to the naked eye, that could be, but her intentions are to find a husband or to find stability and security. And the only way that she can really try to secure that is by way of having sex. But once again, all the men that she's been presented with are men that are not really into that type of thing, which is why she has a high turnover rate, right? Because she's trying to make Pookie be a Paul. She's trying to make a Ray Ray be a Raymond through sex. And they already don't see her like that. They don't want her like that. They don't want that with any woman. It doesn't care. They don't care how good of a woman she is. Like, I'm sorry, babe. Yeah, you look good, you sexy, head was proper, but I ain't on that type of time. And so what she's trying to do is get these men to commit by way of putting it down. But it doesn't work. It oftentimes backfires. Yeah, the throat goat, it ain't work. It's like, oh, yeah, you a throat goat, but nope. And now the joke is on you. This is why the friend zone for women is worse. Because oftentimes I'm getting that ass. Right? I'm getting that ass. It's no question about it. Like I'm definitely hitting that. And if you're not trying to offer that up, I really don't even need you. Let's get into it though, y'all. Chris says Ramrod, Ray Ray, and Pole Stroke Pookie got 3 more just like her. Why settle? Exactly. And like I said, a lot of them really don't understand that these men, they're not even on that type of time to begin with. And so you just end up looking goofy. You know? Hold on, y'all. Let me see something. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, y'all. Let me turn it down. But the friend zone is worse for women because unlike the men that a lot of us tried to string along for so long, we just dangled. We just dangled vagina. Like he didn't have a lot of those men, they weren't trying to really pressure us into having sex. They were gentlemen like, right? It was like, look, I really like you. I'm not trying to take advantage of you. I just want us to go to the next level. I just want to see where we can go with this. You know, I'm not trying to pressure you, baby, but you know, I do desire you in that way. And so they're not even being pushy with sex. And so I read that in a second down. I don't want to lose my train of thought. And so they're used to just having men just kind of like be there without having to do anything. But when it comes to a lot of these no good ass males, I'm like, bitch, I don't really see. I don't even want you if you're not giving it up. I'm not gonna be around or entertain you without you giving it up. So that's definitely that has to be on the table. Period. And as we get older, a lot of the times we desire a man in any way, by any means necessary. I desire attention. I desire affection. I desire love. And if I can't get it from the well-to-do men, the men that are respectable gentlemen, I mean, I gotta get it somehow. And so we end up having to try to get those things, that love, that attention, that affection, through men like a Pookie or a Ray Ray that ain't about shit. But the only way that I can get that attention from him is if I fuck. Other than that, he don't even see a need for me to be around. Like the previous super chat said, like I have a whole rotation of women just like you. So if you're not trying to do that and they are, what the fuck do I need you for? Again, that bend zone is something serious. We become so desperate. It's like, well, I gotta fuck. Like, who else? How else am I gonna get the attention? How else am I gonna get the love or the affection or the possible commitment if I'm not fucking? And boy, oh boy, shattering to the soul. That friend zone is different for women because you gotta have that ass on the table. Pun intended. Donovan says he says women have always had some power, but the one power they cannot usurp from a man is, or usurp it from a man, is the ability to decide the status of the relationship. Right. This is why the friend zone for women is worse, because ultimately you have no say so as far as that man giving you that stability or that security or that commitment. You know, that's up to him. Whereas if the man is in the friend zone, he desires to be with you. Once you accept, then you get that access. You get the luxury and the privilege of having that man to give you that stability, that security, that love, that support. But if that's not in your control or in your hands and he doesn't want that, you just really kind of stuck there waiting around, hoping that maybe my pussy has enough power to change his mind. Thank you, MGTOW. It says, can't push for a real man if you're a trash woman. Oh, let me sip my greens. And women on average are fatter now. Go. And women on average are fatter now than ever before in history. Then there's the matter of her attitude. Oh, so what MGTOW by logic is basically motherfucking saying is that it's too many struggles with these females, which is again why a lot of them are mad. Let me put it like this, y'all. And we better have 700 likes. Let me put it like this, y'all. There are absolutely double standards for men and women. What qualifies a woman to be of quality is going to differ from what, you know, a man. And when it comes to a lot of the women, the females, I should say, that are not up to par, right? The options of available men, not males, not nakers, not ninjas, not pokey, not right. I'm talking men. It dwindles down tremendously. Will you have certain men that don't mind and want and are ready and willing to take a chance? Sure. But a lot of times it's gonna be a no for me, dog. And so when they're seeing you as a woman that has a bad attitude, you're out of shape, you're just all around just a trash female, maybe based upon your lifestyle, your morals, your values, your principles, the things that you're ready and willing to do. I don't want that type of energy around me in my life. I don't want the type of woman in my life. I don't want to settle down with that type of woman. I don't want that type of woman raising my children. Like, that's a bad look. That's a bad feel. That's a bad reality. And a lot of these females don't understand that they have so much working against them that is also reinforcing the notion of a lot of men not wanting them. Whereas men, on the other hand, maybe you can be, a little out of shape. Maybe you can, have a little bit of an attitude or, a personality flaw. But let's say that you are somebody that's extremely successful, well-to-do, you got money, assets. It's going to be different for you. Because you're able to provide that stability and that security that a lot of women are looking for. It's just what it is. It's a double standard. So, in summary, what MGTOW Biologic is saying is, look, a lot of the females that are demanding and requiring for a man to show up and show out and do all this grand things for them, they're not grand women to do grand things for. They got too many issues, too many odds working against them that pushes them way down. And unfortunately, MGTOW Biologic, a lot of us women don't understand that. We feel like we can pull up anyway. It doesn't matter my attitude. It doesn't matter how much I'm out of shape. If I'm just trash, if I'm a liability, I'm a woman. I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna pull up, and I should have the pick. And they don't. All they have available is a bunch of males in the bin, ready and willing and waiting for them to bend that ass over. Nothing more, nothing less. That bend zone is something serious. And it's worse because I'm having to go and give my body up to all of these different men in the hopes of one of them wanting to go to the next level or change their ways or take me more seriously. And a lot of the times, y'all, it just does not happen that way. A lot of these men already have their minds made up as far as relationships. They don't want them. All I want is a nut, baby. That's it. What that mouth do? That's about it. MGTOW says the U.S. population is 50.52% female. That's 3.5 million more women than men. So who's the prize now? Whoopsie. Let me sip my greens. Go. And what makes it worse, MGTOW Biologic, is that you can have some women out of that 3.5 million more that are more in alignment with the men, which makes them more attractive, more suitable, and more sought after. Right? And so a lot of men will go and pursue those women because, again, she has what I'm looking for. You don't. So that's why I really don't understand why a lot of females will make it so easy to weed them out. As a man, right? There are so many women that they can choose from, especially men that have a lot to offer, because those type of men are, let me put it like this. You have men out there that are extremely successful, well off, putting in that work, stable, secure, the whole nine, right? But let's say they don't make up the entire selection of men. So you have a successful, well-to-do gentlemen that have a lot to offer: stability, security, they're wise, intelligent, attractive, the whole nine. They can really take care of a woman. And in comparison to the women, they're a smaller group. And amongst the other men, they're an even smaller group because not all of the men are on the same level as him, which makes his options even greater. He has options. That's what I talked about earlier. We don't understand that a lot of these men that we are friend zoning have options. It's just a matter of time before he goes out there and seeks those options and sorts through those options and says, you know what, I'm tired of playing games with you. I'm tired of waiting around. But they always have options, which is why you're trying to put him on ice in the first place, because you know he's a good catch and you're trying to save him just in case. Just in case I can't find anything better, just in case, all thus fails, I'll have him because he got a lot to offer. But if those men wake up to the fact that you're wasting their time, or something better, a better woman comes along, he's going to explore that. So I don't understand why, if we know that we have so much working against us as far as the numbers are concerned, why wouldn't we want to compete? Why would we make it so much easier for other women to just come through and steal away from us what we could have? We could have men that could provide, protect, lead, teach, all of that, just by being respectful. That really does boil down. That's really what it all boils down to, is respect. A lot of men are just looking for respectable, respectful women. They can love them, honor them. All of that comes with respect, though. And so I don't understand why we would make it so much easier for other women to just come through and take, when it's already working against us because there's not a lot of those men available. But this is what we do. And before you know it, we're looking stupid, bent over on somebody's table, bed, futon, chair, couch, hoping and wishing that he'll change after he get this nut off. And it doesn't happen like that, which is why it's worse for us, because we end up giving up so much more. Thank you, Donovan. To piggyback off of what MGTOW say, how can women say they are the prize but wanting to be protected and taken care of on top of outnumbering us? Ooh, look here, Donovan. Look here, Donovan. I don't know. But this is what happens nonetheless. And unfortunately, we don't realize our mistake until it's done. Tiffany going off. Tiffany says, if that's so important, U.S. women should look to other countries that are overpopulated with men, and we can find a more suitable husband than you snobbish U.S. men. Now, Tiffany, sis, let me tell your fine ass something, sis. Hold on, sis. Let me tell your fine ass something. You know how I talked about those double standards earlier? That applies. Um, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, Tiffany. And hopefully you still hear it. I can see what you say. Do you have a problem with your man being in control of your entire life and you not having a voice or say so? Do you have a problem with being submissive times 20? Do you mind being treated like property instead of a woman? I'm waiting. I don't know if she's still here, but that's a legitimate question because that is something that you would have to consider going into different countries. Tiffany says, I have a problem when the man is incapable of leading me properly. Let me say this though, Tiffany. In other countries, the men may not be as well off as the men here. First things first. So you would be having to submit to a man that maybe cannot provide for you properly, let alone lead you how you want to be led. See how they see women, a lot of them see women being led and treated is like they are property, not like you are my wife, my equal, my better half. You're my property. And so their definition of leadership may be extremely different from how you view leadership. Their definition of leading a woman is, making sure she is able to uh be my slave properly. You know, like that may be what you're looking at. So there's double standards. So men are able to go overseas or other countries and find what they're looking for as far as women because those women are more how can I put this? They're more programmed, if you will, to be the type of women that a lot of men are desiring, which are the more submissive, feminine, nurturing, homemaker type of women. So it will work out for the men going overseas because that is what they are raised to be like. They are taught to be like. They're programmed and indoctrinated to be like that. Versus us, the men over there are more strict and have a more, the man is the master type of perspective and outlook, which is why maybe a lot of the women are so much more submissive because of how they were raised around the men. They didn't get that like that by default. Like, no, the men have treated and raised the women to be a particular way. And so if we go overseas and we're looking for husbands, I don't know how good of a trade-off that would be for us, especially when we have a problem with men right here at home in America, when they don't even ask or require even remotely half of what these other men are requiring, and the men over there have maybe less to offer you. And I'm not saying that to diminish you. Like, sis, I've heard success stories as well. Like I've heard success stories as far as women going overseas and then finding husbands and all of that. But I feel like it would be disingenuous to make it seem like that's going to be always the case as far as you finding a respectable man that honors you and cherishes you and doesn't view you like property, you know, like I don't know how well we would fare trying to pull the same shit that men pull. Like it is a double standard with that. Just based upon the gender roles overseas. Like they're really solid on that. Men do this, women obey. And if you're not on that type of time, I don't know. Especially if we have a problem with men here trying to establish some kind of order when the order over there would be maybe 100 times worse. Like, bitch, shut the fuck up and cook. Shut the fuck up and push out my babies. Shut the fuck up and clean. Shut the fuck like that. That would be the treatment. And if you're okay with that, then cool. But I already know based upon how a lot of us respond and react in regards to the men here, we would have a huge problem with that. And then we wouldn't even have even remotely half the freedoms. So I don't know. Donovan says to reply to Tiffany, hear me out. If men within your country ain't dealing with you, what makes you think foreign men will? Well, Donovan, they can have the same sentiment towards y'all, right? So women can very much so turn that narrative and say, well, if women ain't here and giving you no play, what make you think women overseas can do that? So I don't think that's a good rebuttal to that, you know. But what I will say though, Donovan, and again, this is me being real. The women here are way less traditional in regards to gender roles and how things should be ran and conducted versus women over there. So the likelihood of men in other cultures and countries finding us to be ideal would probably be slim to none because we're not even remotely close to the level of submission that they're looking for. Like again, like they're looking for women to rule. Like you're my property, bitch. You're not a human. You're somebody that cooks my meals, push out my babies, clean my house. And that's just the culture. But if you're okay with that, that's fine. But even still, in regards to the women over there, in comparison, there's no comparison. Like, why would I trade in my overly submissive type of woman for an Americanized, you know, semi maybe submissive woman, you know? So I will give you that. But as far as saying, well, if you can't find a man here, what makes you think you can find a man over there? That could be twisted. I feel like more context needs to be given. Midtown says, find me a woman that can sew. I'll wait. I'm gonna be real with you. I can't sew at all. Okay. I can do a sew in weave. You know, that's about it though. I can do a sew in, but as far as making a pillow, a pillowcase, a sheet, a cloth, a dress, nah, I can't even do that. So I don't know what to tell you, Midtown. I don't. I don't. Yeah. What variables I'm missing, J Lex? What variables am I missing? Chicks go overseas, F around and get hostile. Lord have mercy. Let me J Lex, can we relax? Us men might have bad dating. Lord have mercy. But J Lex, a lot of women can flip that same narrative and say, well, we have bad dating. You know? Look, y'all don't hear clowning. Nadia, they ain't here clowning, sis. I don't know what's going on. Let me just look. Let me wrap this on up and say this, y'all. The tables have turned. Men have now removed themselves from the friend zone and went out and found love, stability, security, and respect. They be bodying chicks. J Legs, ooh. So you mean to tell me overseas they only be viewing the American women like sex dolls? Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, look, long got time of that. Oh, I heard about you, American woman. American woman. Dun, dun, get away from me. Oh, let me find out. They like, yeah, I heard about you, American bitches. Y'all some thotty thot case, huh? Yeah. What that throat do? Yeah, I heard about you, American bitches. Yeah, y'all for everybody, huh? So, let me take you around back to my donkeys. I got some donkeys in the back and some camels. Let me see. Let me see, son. I give you a little cheap ass, 1500. Yeah, I'll give you 1500, old cheap ass bitch. Come on, come around here. Come around back. So I don't know. Oh, Mr. Breeze. I don't know. I fetish I hope. Look, look, look. I don't know. I don't know. I heard about you, American bitches. What y'all be doing? How much you need? Oh, cheap ass bitch. Come on. Come on. 15. That's it. 15. I ain't cheap. I need 5,000. So if I give you a little cheap ass $5,000, you mean to tell me I can get my camel, my donkey, my dog, my cow? I bet. I got five. I got five on it. I got it. Come on, little cheap ass. So they can very well be fetishizing us like we just little cheap hoes. They see us on damn social media. They see us on TV, especially black women. Y'all know how they do our image. Hell, we do it to our damn selves too. I ain't gonna lie. That's why I have to clean myself up. I'm like, hold on, this not what I want to present. So, but you live and you learn, you grow up. A lot of y'all be old as hell, still ain't learned, still ain't growed up. I'm like, grow your ass up. What is you doing now? And so I don't know. Again, that double standard, it may be double standard in this motherfucker. Okay. That double standard is standarding. Okay. So I don't know. My little big sister, please keep up the good work. Look, I'm doing my best. But hey, y'all, let me get up off of here. Let me get up off of here. I appreciate y'all. Y'all is tripping. I'll see y'all later. I just want to let y'all know that the tables have been turned and a lot of these females have been burned. Okay, and they are not liking this. And I come on here to really make it clear for us women that desire certain things out of life to get on those things early. Don't try to put it off. Don't think that it'll always be available to you. Don't think that these men will always be available to you. Do right. If you have a good thing, do your best to hold on to that good thing, right? Do your best to qualify for that good thing. Don't feel like you're just entitled to it. You got to work for it. Because I'm telling y'all, these men are not waiting around in no friend zone. They will ultimately end up placing you in a position to where you're in the bend zone, and we already know that is not ideal. That is not where it is at. And a lot of us start to feel diminished, depleted, defeated, because as a woman, you get used up in that way. Because a lot of these men, when it comes to their friend zones, you gotta bend that ass over. You're gonna have to do something strange for a little piece of change or no change at all. And so we really gotta do better. We really got here come Omni. I'm trying to get up off here. Here come Omni. I appreciate it. Showing my baby sis some love. I appreciate you. So we just gotta do better because these men are not waiting around at all. Thank you, MGTOW. It says laughing. When women go overseas, they get passed around even more than they do here. Exhibit A, my ex cheated on me in Jamaica with a broke, dusty local who probably smashes a new American hoe daily. Damn. Look, y'all. This I'm trying to wrap this up, but y'all just keep look. Hold on. Hold on. Thank you, CJ. Onyx. Hold on, y'all. That's why it's extremely important for us as women, especially, to do right by ourselves. Trying to string men along and feeling like we got all this time to waste, we end up fucking ourselves over. We end up having to settle in the end anyway. We pick apart these well-to-do men saying, I'm not selling for that, and I'm not selling for this, and I'm not selling for that, when that man can be the ultimate upgrade for your life in so many different ways. He can fulfill you in so many different ways. You just have to do what he needs you to do. You have to be what he needs you to be. And it can all be so simple, but we don't want to do it until it's too late. And then before you know it, we're being passed around, passed up, surpassed in life, and we're a pass me chick. And you can't go back into the past. You can't go back in the past and fix it, pass me, chick. You can't. And I'm really trying to get us in this mode to where we can really do right. You know, maybe not the first time, but at least the second time, right? Because we're human, we're gonna make mistakes, but we will go our whole lives fucking shit up and then thinking that it's gonna all pan out, it's gonna all work out. Sometimes it can be very well too late. And you end up screwing yourself over by thinking that you can always, hold it off, or you can like sometimes you can't do that. This happens to men too. Y'all think it don't happen to men as well? It happens to men as well. Oh yeah, I always be the man. I always had it. I always had it. And then they fall off, or something happens to them financially, whatever, life happens, whatever. And then they don't have those options available to them anymore. But back in the day, man, I was the man. Back in the day, I had to go, I was popping. Nigga, but you ain't doing shit now. Get the fuck out of here. That happens to men as well. But when it happens to us, it's even worse. Because as women, we're just designed and built differently. A man can fall off and bounce back, right? Because it's all about the money. Like, it's all about the money, the status, the success, the stability, the security. Men can do that. Versus women, like our quality is very much so based around our character, our physicalities, um, what we're able to do for a man, you know, all of that, to where as time progresses, it could really diminish. And with that, our value can diminish with that. Whereas a man can always bounce back. But I don't know. Oh no, because men, again, they view things differently as far as what they consider to be the ideal woman. The ideal woman is like this, whether she's youthful or in shape, or you know fertile, or all of those different things. She's beautiful, is she respectable, is she feminine, like all of those type of things, very like some of those things can last a lifetime. You can always develop certain skills, but certain things that are core to men, they diminish in value. They diminish as time goes on, whether that be your physical. Like, again, like, men are very visual, physical creatures, and so what they base women upon as far as what makes them of quality, those things can dwindle away. Which is why it's important for us not to waste too much time and hop on when we can. Because here's the thing, you guys. A lot of, even though men are very physical and visual creatures, I don't want us to get it in our minds that makes them very surface level and shallow. Well, if I'm that, and I start to settle down when I'm young, who's to say he won't leave me? Who's to say that, when I get older, he won't leave me? Because after all, you're saying that my value is decreasing in his eyes. And I want to hit home on this. Although men are very visual, physical creatures, they're also very loyal when they have a good thing. Right? So if they get with you while you're younger and you're more vibrant, and again, like your value was all the way up there. Once you get older, they're gonna be so dedicated to you. They're gonna be so committed to you that they're gonna do right by you. It's not this thing of, oh, she's old and dried up and pruned up now, let me replace her. No, men don't operate like that. But you have to be a woman that's ready and willing to put in that work. You got to show and prove your value to make them continue to want to do things for you. That's the missing link. So don't get it confused by thinking just because men are visual and physical creatures that makes them shallow and unloyal, disloyal. No, not at all. But I have to be real with us and let us know, like, we cannot afford to waste time as women, because the things that men base our value upon with time decreases. So who wants to get with a woman down the line when the things that really intrigues me about a woman or makes me want to take a risk or gamble on a woman are not really up to par like they maybe were? Especially if I have a lot of other women around me that have that value still. Right? And somebody said earlier, the ratio, it's a lot more women than men, which means that you're a lot more replaceable than men. Men have a lot more available options than we do. So we really can't afford not to compete. We really can't afford to be wasting time. We just can't. You just can't. And I would really hate to have and see so many of us just be out here down bad. And unfortunately, that's really what we see. Jackson says, thanks, sis, for what you do to get our people back together. Doing my best, man. And part of doing that is calling out the bullshit. And it may be triggering. It may be something that is harsh or whatever. But a lot of us need that to shake things up, to get us to really see things for what it is. All this sugarcoating shit ain't doing nothing. Thank you, Terenzo. What the brother was saying earlier is it's a lot of women that go overseas and get XX trafficked. Ooh, be careful. Like I said, y'all, it's double standards for us. We can't do the same thing that men can do. And vice versa. There's certain things that we can do that maybe men can't do or get away with. But traveling overseas, trying to, get with and find different men, ugh. I don't know if we want to play that game, y'all. I just don't. This is why I need to just do right the first time and be the ideal women now to keep men from going over there. Like, stop letting it get to such a point to where men like all hope is lost, to where they really do want to just go and pack up and start over somewhere new. Men would not even have that in the forefront or in the back of their minds if women were the ideal women here. Why do we want to wait till men are packing up and leaving and we seeing them prosper and thriving somewhere else with another woman to want to do right and act right? That's ass backwards. It's easier to buy the stock while it's at the lowest than to wait till it's all the way up and then trying to make the investment. No. See it at the grassroots. Like, damn, I feel like in another 10 years, this gonna be hot. And look at the numbers that it's doing now. So I already know in 10 years it's gonna be solidified. We need to do that with men. We don't, though. Yeah, I'm seeing what he's able to do right now at the grassroots level. Oh, this is gonna be popping in 10 years. Let me go ahead and put my bid in now. Let me go ahead and make my investment now. I.e., show and prove to him why I'm of quality and why I'm the woman that he needs. Because I already see that he's the man that I need. We need to do that. We don't do that, though. Like, nah, I need him to already be all the way at the top. And then I'll make the investments. Bitch, I'm too out of your budget now. I'm too expensive now. Like, girl, I don't want that. $20. I'm worth two mil. You want to invest $20 now? Oh no, that's what I was worth back then. Now all you have to invest into is Pookie, and all he needs is $2. And that ass to be bent over the couch. That's it. CJ Onyx says, I was in the Navy and been overseas. What is not being understood is overseas men are expected to be men, not living off no one else. If he can't measure up, he is shamed from society from mating. Oh, wow. Interesting. But look, y'all, let me get my ass up out of here. I said what I said. Y'all in here clowning, laughing off the chain. Let me go ahead and go. I appreciate y'all. All I gotta say is we have got to do better. We have got to start realizing what we got and what we have while we have it. Stop investing in stock that ain't going nowhere. And we do that a lot too, ladies. Like, yeah, it's really, really grassroots, but really it's weed roots. Bitch, that's weeds. No, this is grass. And so I'm gonna go ahead and put my stock here because I feel like with the right amount of love and care and watering, it can turn into some real green, lush grass. And it's like, bitch, that's weeds. What is you doing? No, it's not. No, it's not. Like, sis, have you ever, do you see him growing anything? Do you see any sprouts of grass around here? Any plants? Anything? Like, what is he actively showing you that makes you want to make this investment right now? Nothing, but he cute. Y'all know weeds can look like flowers and shit too. No, but the flower cute. I know it's a weed, but I feel like it's gonna turn into a nice, pretty flower. The fuck? But baby, over here, oh my god, over here, he already has a whole garden. What? Yeah, it ain't a big garden, but it's starting off. Like, you can see that right now. The seeds are being planted now. I see a little sprout there, a sprout there. Like this, you should go over here. No, I'm keeping him in the friend zone just in case my weeds don't pan out right. Then I'm gonna go into his garden. And by that time, another bitch already got a fence made up over the damn garden. It's too damn late. Now you're trying to hop the fence and shit. Bitch, it's too late. The tables have turned. We have got to stop. Okay? We have got to stop. And with that being said, y'all, let's do better. Let's choose better. And let's wisen up. Okay? Because the men are not in the friend zone anymore. You, ma'am, are in the bin zone. Danica Marie, we're out. Peace, y'all.